I guess, was it last Monday that I was watching the Nintendo Direct? Monday or maybe Wednesday it was. Yeah, either way. Even since then, like a whole bunch of information has come out on stuff like Duskbloods, on the Nintendo Switch 2, just other games and other gaming events. Crazy. I just like I've come to the realization that we're in that time of the year where like a bunch of shit is gonna get announced. Dom Eternal Doms on Ultra Kill. What? What? How many brain cells were engaged in the typing of that message? Not enough, if you ask me. Anyways, before I talk about anything else, let's take a peek at the schedule here. Right now, would you look at that? Tonight we're playing Doom Eternal. Hoping to make lots of progress, because last week I did not make that much progress. I mean, I don't know. I got through like 3 levels. One of those pretty big level, Cultist base. But yeah, if I could get to like the halfway point of the game, like get through like Super Gore Nest or something, that'd be sweet. Even farther, that'd be even more sweet. We'll see. I want to get to the DLC too, so I have no time to waste. I would like to finish this playthrough well before I get to, before Dark Ages releases, because not only do I want to finish the playthrough of Doom Eternal and the DLC, I also want to make a video on my Modern Doom replaythroughs and release that before Dark Ages comes out. So I got my work cut out for me. Then Elden Ring on Wednesday. Important to note, I was doing it on Tuesday, and then last week, just kind of circumstantially, I was able to do it on Wednesday. And I decided I'm just gonna shuffle some shit around so I can do them from now on Wednesday. I just like streaming on Wednesdays better than on Thursdays. You know what's wild? The rabies vaccine. That's crazy. Also, Crab, you're kind of just spamming. Please don't do that. Let's see. Thursday, we got this Triple I initiative. Let me see if I can pull this up. This thing. I have to accept cookies or something. Accept the necessary cookies. It's like a game announcement event with a bunch of indies. Taking place on Thursday. I believe it's 11 U.S. Central Time. We'll see. But, oh, this was from 2025. I was like, all these games are released. Why are they all having announcements? But yeah, hopefully there should be some fun stuff there. It's a quick event, too. So although I maybe would otherwise normally stream on Thursday, I'm going to go live for just like an hour or two and watch that shit. And then Friday, I have marked as Psycho Patrol R, which I do want to play more of. You're going to cop yourself Brotato. Brotato fucking rules. That might be my most played game of the year currently. Obviously, it didn't come out this year, but I started playing it in like December, and I have something like 150 hours in it. It's so good. But yeah, Friday, maybe Psycho Patrol. Honestly, we'll see where I get to in Doom Eternal today, because if I feel like I need to plow through some more of Doom Eternal, that might be Friday as well. All to say, I hope you like Doom Eternal and Elden Ring, because that's what the next couple weeks of the stream are going to be like. Sorry, not sorry, I guess. It's just, it's what I want to do. It's what I want to get done. Get that out of the way before Dark Ages launches. What else? I wanted to play, coming up, this Kazan game that came out like a week or two ago. I wasn't sure at first, but I don't know. It looks pretty sweet. It's like a fucking anime hack and slash Souls-like that a lot of people seem to be enjoying. 90% positive reviews. And the boss fights look sick. Doom Eternal, where Doom Guy adopts a child. Epic. I'd play it. Man, what else? Elden Ring Night Rain. It's crazy. That's coming out. That's coming out just a couple weeks after Doom. And I would like to play that as well. And then Lies of P DLC. I don't think we know when that's coming, but I'm going to do a new playthrough of Lies of P and then play the DLC as well. Dude, I got my work cut out for me this year. That's so much stuff. And that's not even considering that, like, all the time indie games that I want to play come out. Have I seen the DMC anime? No, and I'm not really even remotely interested. Based on what I've heard, and also, like, I'm just not, like, a huge DMC fan or anything. Nor an anime fan, really. Sorry. It's like an intersection of interests that I just don't really have. I feel like I should get into Devil May Cry. Like, just actually, you know, play the games. But outside of that, like, no real interest in the anime. Man, yeah, what else? I feel like I had so much to say, and then it all just evaporated out of my brain. Oh yeah, I wanted to watch this Marathon trailer, because a lot of people have been talking about it. Obviously, Marathon, classic boomer shooter, for made for Mac specifically by none other than Bungie, who would go on to make Halo. Somewhat iconic games, I don't know, only available on Mac. I never played them growing up. And I'm not sure they really stand tall alongside like Doom and Quake and stuff, but people feel fondly about them and are not happy that Bungie are regurgitating the Marathon name to make a new game that is not at all like the old ones. So there was this trailer that came out last year sometime. And I don't know. I think watch the full trailer now. That's what I'm doing. That's what I would like to do. And I thought, like, visually at least, this looks pretty cool. Is that, like, silkworms, like, 3D printing a person? That's cool. I should also clarify I'm not a Destiny player. My only experience with Bungie is Halo, basically. I think, like, visually, at least, this is very cool. Gameplay-wise, we'll see, I guess. So, supposedly, it's like an extraction shooter. I think... Is he drowning in cum? That's crazy. I think, like, as far as gameplay goes, that's all we know, though. They haven't, like, really revealed much else. Music kind of goes. Yeah, I don't necessarily think you're supposed to understand all of what the game is about from the trailer. But then the other day they dropped this, which was... More info. I don't know, man. I still think the game looks kind of cool. Extraction shooters are not... What the fuck is a trailer for, then? I mean, to get you interested in the game. Yeah, it has an actual date for when they're releasing the gameplay. These are teasers. They're not really trailers, right? They're just to get you interested in, to get you intrigued about the game. But I think the art direction of this is very inspired. Whether or not this should be a game called Marathon, I feel like is another subject. I don't like really have personally like any strong feelings or like nostalgia about the old Marathon games. But it is kind of weird that Bungie, like modern Bungie, is kind of dredging up the corpse of Marathon and making something that seemingly has no real relation to the old games. But we'll see, I guess, you know, that's like jury's still out. How do I know if I'm interested and if I don't understand what the game is about? Well, this trailer specifically, and you can call this stupid all you want, is telling you exactly when and where you can watch a gameplay reveal. I don't know, man. I kind of like... I think it's very reductive to say that all trailers should just show only gameplay ever. Like, I get that people get sick of, like, the E3s where, like, or, you know, E3s, Game Awards, Summer Game Fest, whatever, where you watch, like, 20 trailers in a row and none of them have gameplay. Like, ideally, there should definitely be a mix. But, like, I think if you, from, like, a marketing perspective, if you blow your entire load on, like, just showing everything about the game, people are going to decide instantly if they are, like, interested in it or not. I feel like there is some value to, like, stringing you on at least a little bit, you know? Well, dude, these aren't trailers. These are teasers. I mean, it does say trailer, but, like, come on, these are teasers. They're a minute long. And not only that, this one literally tells you exactly when and where, which is only 5 days from now that you can see more gameplay. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Maybe the previous one released a year ago that didn't really show anything. But I think that one was more just like, hey, here's the thing we're working on, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think this is that big of a deal. If this was like their 5th trailer and there was still no gameplay, then yeah, I would be worried as fuck about this game. But this is only the 2nd trailer, and they're literally saying, hey, in less than a week, you can see what the gameplay of this looks like. I don't think it's that bad. I do think some companies are overdoing it. But I don't know. Here's my thing with this. I think the art direction looks really cool. That's all we've really seen so far. And I'm not like, you know, me personally, I'm like, you could just call it something other than Marathon. But I got to be honest with you. I think these very cryptic, strange looking trailers have actually made me somewhat interested in a game that I probably was not going to be interested in otherwise, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm like, if you had just come out the gate telling me, like, hey, this is an extraction shooter, here's exactly how it's going to play, I'm like, I'm not really into extraction shooters. But I find the art style very charming, and I'm almost willing to, like, give it a try because I'm like, oh, interesting. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on April 12th, I guess. But there you go. That's a thing that a lot of people have been talking about. There was also this Miyazaki interview on the Duskbloods, which I haven't talked about. I watched the trailer and kind of gave some like high level thoughts, but there's a lot here. I don't feel the need to go into all of it, but it is like actually pretty interesting if you are interested in this game or even just curious in what this game is. Like, there's a lot of good info here. Me personally, I don't want to say this interview like turned me off of the game, because I think it clarified what this game is to me and a lot of people. But in terms of just like, it's a From Software game that you have to buy a $450 console for and then buy the game on top of that. I'm kind of like, I think this interview sort of confirmed that it's not for me. Because guess what? It's kind of a little bit of like an extraction shooter also. PvPvE type game. Which you could argue, From Software's games have kind of always been that. They've always had an element of PvP and an element of PvE. However, it seems like the order in which these are appearing in this very silly acronym are a little bit more prescriptive of this game. It is PvP first and foremost. And yeah, there's a lot of like him talking about like how much they like blood and the moon and stuff without directly saying like, hey, this is we basically just made Bloodborne again. Yeah, a lot of like Bloodsworn, the Twilight of Humanity, First Blood. Like, it all sounds like it all sounds very Bloodborne-esque. I'm looking for the quote most of all where he says that the future of From Software is not making multiplayer games. Because I think, I mean, I feel like I knew that intuitively. But I think a lot of people did not. Man, this is a long interview. I really thought there would be like more to just like pick out and read in here. Oh yeah, this game kind of has like heroes too, I think. Sort of like Night Rain is going to. It's cool that they're expanding to multiplayer though. I really want to find that quote because I actually do have something to say about that. Was it earlier on? I might have already missed it. I mean, The reason I'm kind of just skimming through this is because I wanted to avoid just reading line for line through all of it, but... Oh, here we go. As a side note, please allow me to address one thing. As previously mentioned, this is an online multiplayer title at its core, but this doesn't mean that we as a company have decided to shift to a more multiplayer-focused direction with titles going forward. Yeah. Like, I think first of all, anyone who likes FromSoft's games, I feel like probably should have known this intuitively. It is good for them to say it, though, I think. And it gives me some hope. I do think that, like, things like Night Rain and Duskbloods, apparently, are inspired by this demand for more, like, multiplayer that came in the wake of Elden Ring. You know, with people, like, making their own, like, seamless co-op and stuff like that. And I think this is actually, like, a pretty interesting way to respond to it. And if these games go well on, like, a technical level and also a gameplay level, I would have to imagine it can only mean good things for, like, future games having better PvP and better co-op and stuff like that integrated into them. I think that really is the ulterior motive here. Now, doing it on the Switch too, on Nintendo Online, all right, maybe a little strange, but I can only imagine Nintendo threw the bag at them. Hello, noob was taken. So yeah, there's that as well. I don't think I will be playing this game, although a lot could change between now and 2026 that would change my mind. The other thing that's worth mentioning, and I saw this today on Twitter, but I lost the post, is that From Software fully owns this IP. So there's a very decent chance that this is just a timed exclusive. Or that if there ever is a sequel, if there is a Duskbloods 2 or a Duskbloods, you know, single player game, that it could be multi-platform. So that's nice. I think From Software has learned their lesson since Bloodborne, and I can't imagine them ever taking on a console exclusive project where they didn't own the intellectual property. That's just me, but I don't see that ever happening. This is David Szymanski's sequel to Dusk. Yes. Miyazaki will be co-directing it with David Szymanski, and New Blood will be making 100% of the profits. How do I change my Twitch username? I made this when I was like 12. Well, does that mean you're 14 now because your account was made in 2023? You really shouldn't be admitting that you made your account when you were 12 either, because that's not allowed by Twitch terms of service. Even if you're above 13 now, that's a very bad idea to admit that. Twitch banished them. I'm not going to do anything about it, but you may not want to go blabbing that around to just anyone. I think the only hope soon for Bloodborne is if From Software buys back the rights to it. I have to imagine they've tried. That is, if anyone can get their hands on a Switch 2 for a reasonable price in the US. Well, yeah, that too. I mean, this game, Duskbloods, is not coming out until 2026. So, you know, who knows? The market may stabilize by then. God, hopefully. But also, I don't know. You know, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? It's still a ways away. I find it interesting that they announced this so early as well. Especially when they are, like, currently also releasing another multiplayer game. I mean, I guess maybe, like, the two being kind of, like, teased simultaneously could be, like, a boon to Night Rain. Because people who are interested in the Duskbloods, but, like, obviously don't have a Switch 2 or just, like, can't wait for a year, might be more inclined to buy Night Rain. I don't know. Have I seen the Minecraft movie? No, and I'm not really interested. I'm 30, bro. I'm 30 years old. I'm sorry. I've seen enough of Jack Black saying chicken jockey on my timeline. I don't need to go see a whole movie of that. Not interested. And I don't have kids. That's the other thing. I don't have a child. Maybe if I had like a kid and the kid really wanted to go see it, I'd take him. But no, no. Sorry. It's like people who ask my thoughts on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's my same answer. I'm 30, bro. I don't watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So yeah, there you go. That's what's going on. I saw Summer Games Fest is coming back. So that'll probably be dog shit per usual. I don't know. Lots of games coming out this year, though. I really thought it wouldn't be this way. Games coming out, or at least being announced. I really thought it wouldn't be this way because GTA 6. Like, I just thought so many people would be avoiding GTA 6. And probably they still are, but who knows what the hell's going to happen with GTA 6. Let's guess the game. This is just a corner of a wall. You see all this stuff about chicken jockey in theaters? I saw people, like, absolutely losing their minds and throwing popcorn and stuff. Insane. People are destroying the theaters over that. I mean, I guess I'm just glad people are going to theaters, you know? Like, even if it's for a complete dog shit movie and they're going just to throw popcorn everywhere when the funny man says chicken jockey, like, I guess I'm just glad people are, like, going to see movies in person. The world is a sad place these days when that is, like, a silver lining, but okay, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Metascore 92%. This is like Myst. Why would Myst have a Metascore? PS5, PS4, PC, and Xbox Series. Movies just suck nowadays. Tell me, user noob was taken 69,420. When were movies good? When in your mind were movies good? Dude, what the fuck am I looking at? Is this like, that's not even in here. I thought it was that Witcher game, the card game. But then again, none of that looks like this. Only this part looks like that. Oh, it's a fucking Shiko game. Something like that. What is it called? Not Persona. Not Persona though. It's the other one. Metaphor. I feel like on the subject of movies like being better or worse than ever, I think like popular movies have gotten worse. Right? Like everything is like sequel slop, like multi-universe shit, like Avengers and whatever, like, or adaptations, you know, like Minecraft or whatever. But I think there's always good movies coming out for like people who care to seek them out. Everything is on fire. Naming one bad movie does not mean that all movies are bad. Forgotten City? That was already on here not that long ago, so it's probably not that. PS4 and Xbox One. This kind of looks like I mean, obviously nothing else about this looks like that, but this kind of looks like the parade scene in Cyberpunk. Like if you cropped out all of the like, you know, I don't know, Roman architecture. Hydrate. about this looks familiar, but I'm having a hard time putting my finger on it. Oh! Wow. That was quite a jump. That was quite a jump, if I do say so. And also, I'm sorry. Did I see Keyblade Maintenance Simulator? Kingdom Hearts 3. Keyblade Maintenance? Dude, what was that? Keyblade Maintenance Simulator is what it said. I just googled that. That's not a real game. I need to just like... It was April Fool's. It was April Fool's thing. Wait, okay, hang on. It was an April Fool's thing. Yeah, this is April 1st. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, and it said something like lots of interesting games in there today. Insane. This is Kingdoms of Amalur. Metascore 75. This is still Kingdoms of Amalur. This is Kung Fu Panda. Is that a thing? Showdown of Legendary Legends, clearly. Action role-playing. PS3, PC, Xbox 360. Bonke. 2009. Huh? I have no idea. Whatever this is, it looks peak. Alright, just give me the gameplay. Absolute cinema. This looks like AI generated God of War. But also, why are there so many guys following him? I'm like just racking my brain, you know, trying to think. What did I see on shelves at Best Buy around this time? 2009. Was just starting high school. What was going on in the world? Recession, housing crisis. This is dude, what? It's the God of War Pikmin. What am I looking at? No, there's totally a game. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, actually. There's totally a game where it's, like, all about, like, you're a dude who, like, controls minions. Pikmin because little guy's following him. Yeah, what else? I can't, like, think of any other comparison. Overlord, thank you. That is what I was thinking of. Could it be Overlord Minions? It was Overlord 2. Dude, I almost just clicked that. I almost just clicked that right away. Overlord. I do remember these games. This is like some point and click, and I don't have it. Wait. PS1, huh? This is like Final Fantasy, maybe. Does this feel like Final Fantasy 6? It's not Final Fantasy. It is not Final Fantasy. Flat Fuck Friday. 6 was Super Nintendo. 94%. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. Link, Starkey, and Harl. I feel like maybe if I knew those names, I could get there. This is that character looks familiar. That guy. Yeah, why does he look familiar? The dragon. This is Dragon Quest. Right? Isn't that what it is? Dragon Quest? Developer Square. You know what? Well, it wouldn't be Chrono Trigger, but it could be Chrono Cross? Wow, okay, that is Chrono Cross. Dude, isn't there a dude in Dragon Quest who looks just like that? I don't know anything about the Dragon Quest games except for the funny little slime guy. No, the Dragon Quest dude is different. Yeah, he's got like a gold headband. Yeah, different guy. Decidedly different guy. So that's what Chrono Cross looks like. I knew Chrono Cross was like 3D. I didn't realize it was like... I didn't realize it looked like that, I guess. Go off, Queen. Give me nothing. What is this? Like, what the fuck am I looking at? Okay. This is Spec Ops The Line. It's not Spec Ops The Line. This is... Homefront? This is... This is Call of Duty. This is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's Call of Duty. Treyarch, okay. It's Black Ops, probably? Black Ops 2? And Black Ops 3, probably, right? I think 2 was earlier than 2012. No, it was 2! No, I overthought it, dude. I nailed it, and then I was like, I started overthinking it. Damn it, dude. I never played the campaign of this game. I only ever played the multiplayer. And it looks like that is where this footage came from, is the campaign. So yeah, I don't know how I would have got it, I guess. Maybe like the look of the guns or something. It's been a long time since I touched Black Ops 2, so I did play a lot of Black Ops 2 in college, though. This is Backyard Baseball. Send it. I was kind of half joking. Dude. Real ones know. Real ones know about Pablo. Backyard Baseball. Pablo. Pablo Sanchez. Dude, this dude knows ball. This dude could ball. On the backyard sports fandom wiki. That's Pablo Sanchez, bro. Who's the guy in the wheelchair, too? Characters. Yeah, there was a dude in a wheelchair. That's Backyard Basketball. Here we go. Here's all the characters. Pretty diverse cast for being 97, huh? Yeah, this is the wheelchair dude. Hawking? I don't think his name was Hawking. That would have been a little offensive even for the time. Dude, fucking DEI baseball, dude. All right, one more. I don't know, dude. It's like the ground in every shitty AAA game ever. Metacritic score 54%. We got our work cut out for us here. So this is probably like an indie game or some like AA slop. PS4. Only on PS4. There's no way. Like, what? An action platformer for only PS4. Could it be like a... Not Ratchet and Clank, but like, I'm trying to think of like... Did they ever have like a really shitty reboot of like an old platformer game? Because this is definitely newer. What year? Oh, it doesn't say what year. (2013). I don't know. I don't know what that character is. Crash. They did do like remakes or remasters of the Crash games, but I think those were well received. I don't have any idea what this is. It's Knack! It's Knack! Oh god, but is it Knack or Knack 2? It's Knack. I was like, wait a second. I was like, I feel like I know this character. It's fucking Knack, bro. Of course it's Knack. Everyone knows iconic character Knack. Actually, that is kind of true. The reason people know Knack is because he's such a fucking unremarkable, stupid character that he's become a meme. So it kind of like came back around, and like Knack is like a recognizable video game mascot, like even though unintentionally. It's fucking Knack, bro. Of course it's Knack. Time to guess the Geo. Predictions in chat, over under 16K. We got fucking Community World. Fix my face cam so you can see the score. No moving. I like this guy who got 25K in 4 seconds. Definitely not cheating. It's a very legitimate score. Because, yeah, it goes 4 seconds, 11 seconds, and then 1 minute, 52 seconds is the next best. Oh, I see what's going on here. They must clean up these leaderboards, because both of these are from, like, the last 2 days, essentially. And then this one's from 2022. So, yeah, they must actually police the leaderboards. Let's do it. Over under 16K, no moving, Community World. Sun is a bit in the north. Doesn't mean much. There are bollards that a bigger nerd than me might recognize. This kind of just feels like middle of nowhere Argentina. Like, it doesn't look like... It feels like somewhere where there's just nothing for miles. Right here. Right down the road from Escuela number 333. Oh, lots of points in the game today. Okay. Actually, something over here. Cannot make it out. Just waiting for when you decide to move, and then out of nowhere you get jump scared by a cat staring into the camera. Well, considering I play specifically no moving, and that's not a self-imposed rule, that is like legitimately I can't move, like even if I try. Doubtful that will happen. But it has happened, not that exactly, but it has happened to me in Geoguessr where I was playing with moving, and I went one forward, and instead of, like, you know, just seeing what would be like 15 feet in that direction, a leaf hit the camera and then, like, was covering half the camera. That was kind of funny. I'm very worried about this. This could easily be, like, the Northern Hemisphere in summer, too. Let's just send it, though. Yeah, Ukraine, huh? Man. Brutal. Bad starts to both of my last 2 weeks. Bad start. I just don't know. Outside of knowing those, I mean, I will admit the sign, there was a point where I was like, the sign looks kind of Cyrillic, but nothing in the Southern Hemisphere uses Cyrillic writing. But that was literally it. Otherwise, I was like, this does not, to me, look like Ukraine. I'm not by done. It's far from Jover. I can still get 20K. I won't, but I could. This is interesting. The sun is in the north. Folks driving on the left. inclined to say this is Australia. That tree looks fake. Am I crazy? This looks like a telephone pole that they, like, glued branches to. Like, it's so straight and uniform. What are they doing down under? Any indication of, like, what city we're in? I mean, I do think almost certainly this is Australia. Kind of maybe have some, like, hills to our north. I mean, it's pretty green here. I would say maybe we're outside of Melbourne. Sandspit Road. That makes me think that we're close to water. I'm not gonna find that shit, though. Let's be real. It would be the luckiest shit ever if I just, like, immediately hit it. Like, just in a random suburb of Melbourne. Beach Road. It's close enough, right? Send it. It's always fucking New Zealand. It's never actually Australia. I'm curious, like, how you differentiate, like, southernmost Australia from, like, northernmost New Zealand, because they kind of look the same. This is, yeah, this is technically still winnable. I don't love our odds based on what I'm seeing, though. This does feel North American. Looks lovely. Nice, like, spring blossoms going on here. Oh, something is like... Something is like whispering Canada in my ear, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not Canada. Looks lovely, couldn't be America. I don't know, man. I feel like I get Canada in this so much more than I get America. I know the goal of Community World is to give, like, pretty equal representation to all of the countries that have Street View. So that's probably just the reason, is that they're just, like, straight up aren't as many, like, US locations as you would find in other maps. But I feel like, as a result, I never get it. Like, I feel like I never get it. These plants are sticking out to me. Like, I don't know how far north you would see something like this. But then again, I couldn't tell you what this plant is anyways. But this strikes me as being more of kind of like a central US type of deal. Kind of like the rolling hills, you know? Maybe too nice to be West Virginia. Not Vancouver, because that's Fent Central of Canada. Oh, is that why this couldn't be Vancouver? Very smart chatter. No, you know, I was actually just thinking about dropping my pin in downtown Vancouver based on this. Great advice, man. Thank you. I don't know, dude. I'm not sure what's drawing me to Kentucky here. Maine. mean, it was the US. It was closer to Canada than I thought, though. What the fuck? Dude, this is sick. Wherever I am. Dude, we are way the fuck out there. Is this ever, like, Iceland? I think the sun is north. Yeah, so we're probably, like, way down here. You're probably way down in Patagonia. Yeah, this has been a really hard seed. I do think with the sun in the north and just like this environment, I feel like we have to be like down in Patagonia. Right by ankle. No, I don't know. I mean, we don't have like huge mountains around us. Farther off in the distance we do, but then like, I don't know, some like bodies of water. So maybe like a valley over there, and then like kind of a sizable lake over here to our south. Send it. Tell me the sun wasn't in the north. The sun has been fucking me today. The sun has been absolutely fucking me today. Tell me the sun was not in the north. Am I crazy? Close enough. The first thing I said was Iceland. And then I saw the sun. Dude, I'm actually gonna run it back. I'm so mad. I'm gonna do another one because I'm pissed. I mean, the sun is directly above. This is great. I can just safely ignore it. What the fuck is going on with the stitching on the ground here? Yeah, this is very, very nice. Like I'm building the Minecraft base in this biome. I mean, with the sun being like directly above, you know, I really shouldn't be trusting the sun, is what I've learned. Like, it would feel like it would be somewhere close to the equator, but I'm actually getting like Greece or Albania or something out of this. Just these white, kind of like chalky rocks almost, that I feel like. It's very like Mediterranean. About somewhere around here. We're screwed anyways, so. Montenegro. Okay. All right. Finally we had a decent round. I will pay out the doubters. And we're going to run it back. Listen. We're going to run it back. I'm no stranger to a salty run back. Our luck can't stay this shit forever. You know? That's my real logic here. It can't stay this shit forever. Get your points in. Already we have like a more guessable one. This do just be America somewhere, I think. Wish I could read the trash can. You know, I always say that the trash cans are nice because sometimes they'll have the city name on it, but I don't think it has ever once happened to me on stream. I can't read that. Kind of looks like a Wisconsin plate. Florida? Well, that certainly is not a Florida license plate. I do know what Florida license plates look like. That kind of looks like a Wisconsin plate. What does that say? Like, that's English, but I'm also kind of like... Baru Boya? Is that what that says? Baru, B-E-R... No, that's a L. B-L? I mean, no matter how I... Bacrusor? Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, it's just like an auto repair shop. This, I've got Wisconsin in the head because it's kind of what the license plate looks like. B Cruiser? No, there's like another letter in there that you're... Like, that is like a E or a R or I don't even know. This could be like somewhere like kind of outside of Madison. I don't know, I give up. Good thing you're not the one guessing. Oregon. Oregon, Wisconsin. Yep. Right here on Jefferson Street. Dude. Oh, it was French. That explains it. That explains why I couldn't fucking understand it. Also, once again, it's Canada. It's always fucking Canada. Yeah, it being French actually makes so much sense. I kind of want to look up what a Quebec license plate looks like now. They're really boring. Not that Wisconsin's are like super appealing. But there you go. That's a Quebec license plate. This is what I thought I was seeing. That's what I thought I was looking at. They're both literally just white with colored text on them, so I can kind of see how I would get that wrong. Anyways, not terrible. Like, I'll take that, I guess. Dude, it's so funny how in Quebec they have French on like their stop signs. Like they say arrête or whatever instead of stop. They don't even do that shit in France, bro. Okay. Very different again. Yabahanga. Guys on bikes? Women with headscarves. The banana tree? Is it? Is that what these are? You know, against my better judgment, let's look at the sun. It's kind of directly west. So that's not super helpful. Yabahanga. I mean, this kind of sounds like it could be like Kenya. I feel like Kenya usually has like shittier looking street view coverage. And then doesn't it also usually have the snorkel? I guess there's nothing really preventing this from being like Nigeria or Ghana as well. Other than that, I just don't think they really look like this. there's not that many, for those that don't know, there's not that many African countries, especially like Central African countries that it can be. Ghana has coverage, Nigeria has coverage, Kenya has coverage, and I think Uganda has limited coverage. Like, so like around like Kampala, but not the whole country. And that's about it. And then South Africa has it, and then Tunisia has it. Senegal has it. This could be Senegal, I guess. Yabahanga. Is that like... Yeah, I suppose. Maybe like down this part. Is any of Senegal like mountainous? I feel like it's not. They got a national park. Google cars haven't seen other places. Yeah, they just haven't been, like, I assume probably mainly due to like safety and like logistics reasons. The Botswana's on there too. But yeah, we're speaking strictly like Central Africa. Yeah, it's mostly just like these three countries are the ones you see. Something is still giving me Kenya, but why? Can you believe it? Is this like an escort vehicle? It might be. Sometimes the Google cars in Africa have to have an escort. I believe that applies in Nigeria. So maybe we do just play it safe and go Nigeria. The thing is, though, I also don't think Nigeria has, like, mountains like this. Just found out someone in the U.S. Census in 1930 was named Gay Boner. Amazing. Wasn't there also like a gay Hitler or something like that? That one's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, at this point, I'm way overthinking this. It is, in my mind, it is either Nigeria or Kenya. And the like usual dead giveaways that you will get for one or the other are not present. So flip a coin. Heads we go Nigeria, tails we go Kenya. And probably we're going to be wrong either way. Coin flip. This doesn't count yet. Flip again. Heads. Nigeria it is. Rwanda has coverage. I did not know this. Rwanda. When did Rwanda get Google Street View? 2022? What? What the fuck? All this time, never had Rwanda. Actually, you know what? I say that, and now I'm like, I think I did have it maybe once or twice. Well, Kenya would have been the better guess, but we were wrong either way, like I said. Okay, good to know, though. Rwanda is something we need to be on the lookout for. Bienvenidos Escuela something 50? Royo Blanco. Okay. Some more Spanish speaking. Man, this just looks like... wrong continent. Uruguay. Could also be Argentina. But if we guess Uruguay, and it's like kind of this part of Argentina, it's all roughly the same. I just feel like my understanding of Uruguay is flat. It's very flat. What I've seen. Very flat country. Wait, the road goes east to west, not north to south. Oh, it's right by Florida. Florida. Are we near anything? Sure, we'll go near Florida. There we go. Finally an actually good guess. A correctly guessed country. Still, I mean, it was about as bad as you can be within this tiny country, but at least I had the right country. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? This game hates me today. Well, okay, it's not unwinnable yet. But this is not a good omen for the believers. Not a good omen at all. Dude, I need to just guess. I think I need to just guess. I don't like what am I supposed to get from this? Hear you out? Why would I do that? You're not the one guessing. Estonia, send it. Okay. Sure. Sure. Why not? Why not? Why not Hungary? It is unwinnable at this point. It is unwinnable, but it already is a better round. What is this guy? Is he taking a shit in the middle of the road? I mean, even just like, what is bro doing? He's just sitting on a bucket in the middle of the road. And he's looking at the Street View car like it just shook up his entire world. Your last 30 trash, is that all you had? Once again, this is basically our only clue. Sun? Appears to be in the north. Which would make sense. I think maybe this is Brazil. No, that's kind of hilly. These are not very straight roads like we're on. I don't know. What are the odds I'm going to get this? I just kind of want to make it like vaguely like what I'm seeing around me. Damn, dude, they got hills and mountains all over this bitch. Possible task to find a flat spot in all of Brazil. Maybe more northern. Sure. Sure. I don't feel too bad about that. I don't feel too bad about that. Why not? Got the right country on pretty little info. Close enough? Nah, it wasn't close. Well, I couldn't have gotten... Even if I got a perfect score, it wasn't close enough. All right, doubters. Enjoy your second payout. Oh, man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop because we have...